Down on the field.
Yeah, well, Rick, it's about 9. Just check the weather app. It's 93 degrees. We got the wind coming out of the south, which will be from your left to right. It's probably about a 5-mile-an-hour wind, about a half a club wind in golf terms. And the Rebels are running on to the field. I'm going to go ahead and quickly give you my keys to the game tonight, guys. First of all, West Monroe has to run the football. We did not do a good job running the football last week. Big part of that was Ruston's front six. Tonight, we have to run the football to help our passing game. Second, we have got to stop the run tonight. We've talked about it in pregame. Sterlington likes to run the option. They're primarily a big-time running team. We've got to stop the run. And my third key to the game tonight, both quarterbacks did not play last week.
That's right.
Sterlington's quarterback was out. Our quarterback was out with baseball. Tonight, which quarterback, without any pregame experience, how the quarterback play from both these guys, Federico and Doty, how that's going to be tonight, it's going to determine, I think, the outcome of the game.
Good key, Stanley. Thank you so much for that update. And a lot of folks, you look along that sideline, the number of players for West Monroe, it's good to see. Good to see the numbers continue to stay high in this program. Was it nothing? I got a chance to watch Good Hope in Westridge last night, and the crowd was just huge. Yeah. And the numbers on both of those rosters are getting better. And so you can feel some momentum in this program from 12th grade, even all the way down in the elementary schools now. As those numbers start to pick up in the youth sports leagues. And, a lot to look forward to in this community and this program.
Yeah. And Rick, the Sterlington Panthers just now starting to come out. I think they, from last year, and anybody that's ever played here probably been educated on, hey, the pregame festivities are a little, can be intimidating. And so, probably a good idea to wait and come out a little bit later.
Great seat, guys. Both guys are the visitors. Who wants to call it?
Go down the coin toss with Stanley.
Tails? I'm going to let it hit. He's called tails. It is a head. We want the ball.
West Monroe has won the toss and has elected to receive. The 4 permanent captains on the field for West Monroe: Grant Edmondson, Nate Green, Cole Michael Stevens, and Hayden Federico, representing their teammates at the coin toss. And the Rebels have elected to receive. We saw that at the Bayou Jam. Coach Garvin wants the football. Go ahead and get that first possession in the game tonight. This will be a good ball game, folks, as Sterlington comes into the matchup. Of course, they lost their jamboree against Neville 21-14, ranked number 3 in Class 3A. And that's both select and non-select with the Sports Writers poll. West Monroe comes into the game ranked number 10 in 5A. That's both select and non-select. Our district opponent, Ruston, was ranked number 5 in that same poll, and Destrehan, I believe, was number 3. So those are really your non-select highlights. We're going to turn things over to Mark Finn, our public address announcer.
The colors tonight are members of the West Monroe High School Louisiana 61st Cadet Squadron Falcon Honor Guard. Presenting the American flag is Cadet First Lieutenant Aurora Barrientos. Presenting the Louisiana flag is Cadet First Lieutenant Aaron Barr. Presenting the Air Force flag is Cadet Senior Airman Shakenya Williams. Presenting the West Monroe High School flag is Cadet First Lieutenant Yuri Cobb. The Rifle Guards are Cadet First Lieutenant Fidencio Johnson and Cadet First Lieutenant Riley Garr. In remembrance of all the fallen soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, and those who have not yet returned from battle while serving this great nation, Cadet First Lieutenant Mia Jenkins presents the POW MIA flag. Tonight's invocation is being given by Fellowship of Christian Students member Brennan Eager.
God, thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. I pray that tonight your name would be lifted high. Thank you for each player here, and I ask that you would protect each one as they play. Lord, I pray that you would give them strength and good health, and that they would give tonight everything they have for your name. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
And now, to honor America, please join in singing our national anthem, played by the Rebel Band.
brass band. And really thankful for them and all they do. Good crowd on hand tonight. The red out. West Monroe dressed in all red as they get ready to take on the Sterlington Panthers. Ben, your thoughts for kickoff, your keys to the game tonight. What are you looking for? What's West Monroe got to do?
Well, you had to pardon me. I got excited real quick. I heard Johnny Williams say knock somebody
That's a good
out.
Sound, isn't it?
First time of the year.
Absolutely.
No, you got to stop that option. You got to those offensive linemen are going to be coming off low and hard. You got to stay with your keys. A lot of defenses nowadays don't get to see the option. You only get 2 or 3 days to prepare for it, and it's tough. It's tough when it starts rolling. It can be really hard to defend.
Yeah.
So you stop that fullback dive, and you can get into some of those mesh points and affect some with your alignment defensively where they don't know the right play to get into. You can be successful against it. And look, nobody knows that like Rob Arledge.
That's right.
Because that's all he's seen for his whole life out at practice.
Jordan, your keys real quick.
To be honest, it's going to be maintaining physicality. We know this team is physical. Anytime you're playing against a team that runs the veer, that means they practice against it as well a good bit. Not that, we're going to run it a whole lot, but they're going to be physical. And if you can maintain that physicality with them throughout the game and try to wear them down, then you can come out on top at the end.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Our state representative, Floyd Gadberry's sideline report will be brought to you by Stanley Doobie tonight. He's down there on the field. We've heard Stanley's keys to the game as the Panthers get set to kick off from the West 40, going right to left on your radio. Edmondson and Moore back deep to receive for the Rebels. Here's a kick. It's a sky kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 31-yard line. That was number 12, Aiden Parker, the kicker for the Panthers, in decent field position for the Rebels at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, and again, we saw it last week in the Jamboree. Just kickers or special teams wanting to play it safe, keep it away from our two athletes in the back there with Edmondson and David Moore. But I think in the future they're going to say, hey, if it gets to you that quick, maybe run with it. I know they were taught to go ahead and fair catch it if it's a sky kick to him, but he had a little bit of room that he could have run, I think.
Yeah, had a little space. All right, our first look at senior quarterback Hayden Federico, and he's back there. And we didn't talk about him much, but the junior running back Caden Willis, and Willis will get the first touch of the night. And a handoff off the left side. Gain of about 1, maybe 1.5 up front. And to bring up second down, we'll call it 9 yards to go for West Monroe. So a simple give there off the left side to Caden Willis.
Yeah, just a basic run play. Really not a read going on right there. Really just seeing what Sterlington's probably going to do up front. They'll make adjustments as the game goes, but right now it's mostly scripted plays.
Rebels in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side since Davis in motion. Here's the snap, fakes a speed sweep, and Federico's going to keep it off the left side, looking for running room, takes a shot, and goes out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Pick up 2 yards.
And it'll bring up third down and 7 for West Monroe at their own 34-yard line.
Third down,
and that one was a read, well read by Federico. But Sterlington's, staying home, really disciplined there on the edge, not letting him get outside. Third down and long, a medium.
Well, look, you remember last year, Sterlington jumped out to a 7-3 lead. It was 10-7 at halftime. Rebels. 3 wide receivers again for West Monroe. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Federico's in the shotgun, takes a snap. Going to hand it to Willis up the middle, has some room. Nope, he's going to be dropped on the first touch. Good tackle out to about the 37-yard line. That was Jackson King, the senior linebacker, on the open field tackle on Willis.
And look, if he doesn't make that tackle, Willis is running for days. There was nobody anywhere near other than that linebacker. As a high tackle, but still able to wrap him up and get him down. Great play by number 7.
Daniel Lane on to punt, the junior punter for West Monroe. Trying to get a number on the return man. Low snap. Lane does a good job to come up with it, but it goes off the right side of his foot. It's going to bounce out of bounds right around the Sterlington 32-yard line. That was number 4, David Hickman, back to receive for the Panthers.
Actually, I think that was Edmondson that kicked that, was it not? Number 11?
Yeah, that was 11. That was Grant. We'll have the first look at the Sterlington offense tonight. 10:36 left to go in this first quarter. Rebels went 3 and out on the first possession. And the Panthers will come out probably in the traditional I formation.
With a little bit of beef. The line looks the part.
Yep. Dylan Downs, the quarterback for the Panthers. He did not play in the Jamboree this first snap of the season. They run the option to the right side and dropped immediately by Tyler Roark. And that was number 22, Gavin Evans, on the carry for the Panthers. Gain of, we'll call it 2 on first down for Sterlington. It'll bring up second down and 8 yards to go at the 34.
Yeah, exactly what we expected, right? Just a veer that looked like almost a straight give. There will be some reads as they go again. A lot of these probably scripted.
Downs under center, takes the snap, runs the counter play up the middle, slips a tackle, gets across the 40 out to about the 42-yard line. That's going to be a first down for Sterlington. On a good little counter play that looked to be trying to get a number on that running back. Was that 24 on the carry?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hagan Herring on the carry for the Panthers.
Good forward momentum right there. Able to fall forward for the extra 3 yards, giving them the first down.
Panthers come out in the I formation. 2 wide receivers to the far side, tight end to the left. Here's the snap, runs the same play off to the right side, cut back again and upended on the play after a gain of about 3 yards. It looked to be number 21 on the stop, Zach Fulmer, playing some defense tonight. It's actually a gain of 5 yards. Herring on the carry for the Panthers. The ball's out to the 47.
A great tackle there by Fulmer. Not necessarily a big individual on the field at 5'6", but a great open field tackle right there.
4 down lineman for the Rebels. Downs under center, I formation, tight end to the right side and barking some signals to the offensive line. Gets under center. Here's the snap, runs the option to the left, hands it to the fullback up the middle. He'll cross midfield to the 49-yard line into Rebel territory. I believe that was Gavin Evans on the carry again, tackled by a host of Rebels up front.
Gavin Evans, the ball carrier.
JQ Turner in on the stop.
Yeah, that offensive line getting a good surge right now. Again, early in the game, they firing off really low, getting a good surge and moving that line of scrimmage.
They stay in the I formation, tight end to the right side. Rebels stay with 4 down linemen. Here's the snap, runs the option, and it's a give up the middle to Evans. He's got a lot of yards, gain of about 6. That's a first down for the Panthers at the West Monroe 43. They are just surging forward. Just a huge push on that right side of that offensive line.
Yeah, that point of attack is certainly going the Panthers' way right now. Curious to see if West Monroe tries to make an adjustment with some alignment.
First down and 10 for Sterlington at the West Monroe 43-yard line. Panthers come out, stay in the I formation, tight end to the left, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. Here's the snap, counter play. It's a keeper by Downs. He's going to roll to the right, looking for some running room and not much. Upended by Fulmer on the boundary. Gain of maybe a half yard, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. An illegal shift will be called against the Panthers.
What a great job by Fulmer right there in that angle that he took. And understanding, a good tackle for a guy that's maybe not as big as everyone, going low and taking out those legs. Great job, great pursuit by Fulmer right there. Nonetheless, it's wiped away, first down and 15.
Yeah, first and 15 at the West Monroe 48-yard line. 8:04 and running in this first quarter. No score. Rebels went 3 and out on their first possession, and the Panthers have a couple of first downs. Tight end to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right for Sterlington. Downs under center, takes the snap, counter play to the right side, cut back up the middle, has about 5, maybe 6 yards. That was Tremel Colvin, the senior running back, on the carry that time for the Panthers. As they almost get back, we'll call it a gain of 5. It'll be second down and 10. And so just between the tackles, they're popping West Monroe for 5 or 6 yards a carry right now.
Having a lot of success with that counter play, which usually entails some pulling linemen, creating a good seam for that tailback. But still, second and 10 is not really where a veer team wants to be.
Downs under center. Here's the snap, runs the option to the right, keeps it himself, tries to cut back and loses his footing. Gain of 2 yards on the play to bring up third down at 8. We'll give Roark credit for that tackle and maybe the turf monster there for tripping up Downs. It'll be 3rd down and 8 at the West Monroe 41-yard line.
Yeah, not the ideal down and distance, again, like I said, for a Veer team, usually trying to get 3 or 4 yards a punch. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is 4-down territory for the Sterlington Panthers.
Panthers break the huddle with 2 wide receivers to the near side, a tight end to the right, and an I formation. Downs will stay under center. 4-down lineman for the Rebels. Here's the snap. Downs is looking to throw. Throws the screen pass, and he's got running room across the 40. And a nice open field tackle right there for West Monroe, short of the 1st down. Trying to get a number on that tackler. Maybe that was Sam Reagan on the stop for Monroe. Maybe it was Colton Brazier. I can't quite tell with the number. I think it was Brazier on the stop. It's 4th down and 2 yards to go for the Panthers at the West Monroe 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a good play call right there. Down a distance not in their favor. Knowing West Monroe is leaning hard on that run.
We're going to have a hydration timeout. 6 minutes left to go in this first quarter. No score. 4th down when we come back here in 30 seconds. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm meteorologist Don Wheeler. We'll see an increase in shower and thunderstorm activity across our area during this long Labor Day weekend due to an upper level low spinning.
September, we'll have a timeout for player safety for hydration.
Feels like school just let out for summer, and we're already gearing up for the fall. At American Mattress.
Down and 2 for Sterlington at the West Monroe 35-yard line.
It's 4th down.
Pretty good idea what the Rebels will see right here. Running right behind Hodnett, the Division I tackle to the right side. Downs under center. Here's the snap. A counter play to the left side. Colvin looking for running room. Has to bounce it outside. He's got room. Inside the 30 and tripped up and brought down by number 46.
On the carry.
That's Colin Watkins. There's a penalty flag on the far side.
Flag on the play.
Not sure what this is about. It's a 1st down.
Literal
Tackle by Colin Watkins.
I saw a hold
by the offensive line.
Still no sign yet from the head official. It's enough for a 1st down. Going to be spotted around the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 yards on the carry by Colvin. The officials are still talking it over. The flag's on the far side, kind of down the field. About 8 yards down the field, so it's in an odd spot.
Yeah, especially away from the play.
To be an offensive penalty. And it looks like they're probably going to. No, still no sign. And they're going to wave it off. No flag on the play. It's a 1st down for Sterlington at the West Monroe 26-yard line.
Yeah, and look. That play was bottled up. West Monroe did a great job.
Yeah.
Running back did a great job of being able to stick it in the ground and back out actually a little bit and then make a cut to the edge. West Monroe had it pegged, but unfortunately running back able to make a great play.
Sterlington did this to Neville in the Jamboree. Opened up, just bullying the football down the field. Downs under center. Here's the snap. Tosses it out to Colvin to the right side. Cuts it back. A lot of running room inside the 20. We'll call him down at the 20. It's a gain of 6 on 1st down. Bring up 2nd down and 4, and there's just a lot of running room in between the tackles right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question right now the Panthers are winning the battle up front. And just creating a seam, and it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much for this type of offense, for much of a seam, I should say.
Look, and fatigue could become a factor on this drive. It's got to be play number 9 or 10.
It's 11.
Downs under center, I formation. Here's the snap. Hands it to the fullback up the middle. It's going to be a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Sterlington. And like you talked about, Jordan, exactly where they want to be on 3rd down.
Absolutely. And that's awareness, by the coaching staff to know, hey, we're in 4-down territory. I really just need a couple of yards on that 2nd down. The more they keep the ball, the more they know they have the advantage.
Absolutely. 4:28 running in this first quarter, no score. Rebels have run 3 offensive plays to Sterlington's 11. Here's the snap option to the left side. Downs keeps it. He's close to the first down, and looks like they're going to spot it at the 15 to give the Panthers a first down. And that was Downs on what looks like a quarterback follow, faked the handoff to the fullback and just got his shoulder down right behind him, and a surge of bodies forward. And it's a first down for Sterlington at the 15.
Yeah, play 13 coming up, Rick, on this drive. This early in the ball game, certainly need a stop. Sooner the better.
There's a snap, counter play to the right side to Colvin, looking for running room. It's going to be wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage by Hayden Stewart. And Hayes Fuquay is actually, the spot's going to give him 2 yards on the carry. Second down and 8.
But that's the best that the West Monroe defense has played that particular play so far in this drive. You know, they've had a lot of success with that one. And West Monroe might be starting to see some things, see the pull-in guards and tackles to know what exactly is coming.
Tight end to the right side, 2 wide receivers to the left. Under center's Downs. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling to his left, looking to throw. Here comes pressure. He's going to be dropped in the backfield for a quarterback sack. That's Hayden Stewart on the sack alongside Tyler Roark, and a negative play for the Panthers. Back to the Sterlington the West Monroe 18-yard line. And it's third down and 13 yards to go for the Panthers.
Exactly what West Monroe needed right there. I would, again, look for something like a screen or a rollout dump pass. Be mindful of those plays and not lean too heavy on the run.
3rd and 13. They stay in the I formation. Downs takes the snap, toss sweep to the left side. He's dropped in the backfield. That's Hayden Stewart again on the tackle for loss. On the toss to Colvin, back to the 20-yard line, and the Panthers will run out the field goal unit.
Which is pretty good. I saw the kickers before the game warming up, and they definitely have the leg to make this one. This is going to be a 37-yard field goal.
37-yard field goal attempt coming up for Sterlington. That's Aiden Parker, the kicker. Lined up for the field goal. Here's a snap, good hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 37-yard field goal by Parker is good, and the Panthers lead 3-0. 1:51 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Paid for by the Ned White campaign. Here's a fact you may not know. If Louisiana had grown at the average rate of the states in our region since 2016, Louisiana would have 240,000 more jobs. We would have people coming to Louisiana, not leaving like we do now. This is Ned White, candidate for Senate District 33. As a business person, I know it's the economy. Today, Louisiana's economy is creating population loss and job stagnation. Louisiana can't grow again if the same old Louisiana politics ends. This is why I want to be your state senator. I'm Ned White. I'm a conservative. I've built my businesses by working hard and never giving up. Special interests won't control me, and they can't buy me. Politicians shouldn't control you. Government shouldn't dictate to you, and both should stop taking your money. Then Louisiana will change. I'm Ned White. Join me because Louisiana needs our help.
Panthers. It'll be a kick fielded by Grant Edmondson at the 15. Looks for a block across the 20, 25, 30, and then a pile of bodies just outside the 30-yard line. Forward progress out to the 32. We'll go down to Stanley for State Representative Foy Gadberry's sideline report. Stanley.
Well, guys, just look like I'm watching an old 20-year-old, 25-something-year-old movie, West Monroe back in the 90s, and a really good drive by Sterlington. A good job of mixing a little bit of pass with the run just to keeping the Rebels off balance. But I think the big plays they had success with was the backside counter and pulling the 70s, the TCU commit, and Big 52, because that was the big plays that hurt us. Good stop by West Monroe to hold them to 3 here, but it's imperative we've got to get some first downs, give the defense a chance to rest a little bit instead of a 3-and-out.
Yeah, the rocket fast scoring drive for Sterlington, 15 plays, 48 yards, and a 37-yard field goal by Parker. Panthers have stacked the boxes. The Rebel go under center. Federico play action pass, looking to throw. Throws it, has a man open, and the pass is caught and upended around the 48-yard line. Nice throw and catch there from Federico. Out to trying to get a number on that receiver, I believe.
Case Martin, I believe.
Yeah, Case Martin, number 8 on the catch.
And look, it's hard to explain to people over the radio how difficult of a pass that was. But there was a defender between him and Case Martin, close enough to Case where he had to just lay that ball perfectly into the pocket. Great job by Federico and Case Martin.
Federico now goes in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the near side. He can hand the ball to Willis off the left side. Has a hole. Lowers his shoulder and falls forward. It's going to be close to an Origin Bank first down. They mark him at the Sterlington 41-yard line. And they will move the chains. Yes, a first down for West Monroe. First down is brought to you by Origin Bank. And the Rebels are on the move with back-to-back first downs and a good hole there for Willis to run through.
And a good start to this drive, obviously. 2 big plays.
Federico stays in the shotgun by himself. 2 wide receivers to the near side and H-back. He's going to send a man in motion. That's Moore. It's a speed sweep. He's trying to get outside and he can't do it. Sterlington had a man just come completely unblocked and drops Moore back at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that play really never had a chance. Actually, both edges were able to come free on that one, so even if Federico fakes that and goes the other way, I don't think he gets much.
That was Hatfield on the play for the Panthers. That's a loss of 5 back to the 46-yard line. So second down and 15 yards to go. 4 wide receivers now, 2 to each side. Federico takes the snap, rolls right, looking to throw, throws to the near side, and the pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Lucas Duprice, and it was just slightly underthrown. Just at his feet, hits the turf, and it's third down and 15 yards to go. That would have been a gain of about 10.
Yeah, which is kind of what you want in that situation, 2nd and 15. Now, obviously, 3rd and 15, you got to get all of it, or at least close to it. If you want to go for it on 4th. But, not a bad play design right there or play call. It's just Fed, look, this is his first game experience of the year, right?
That's right.
No scrimmage experience, no jamboree yet. So it's his first looks, too.
4 wide receivers again, 2 to each side. Here's the snap to Federico. He's looking to throw, has plenty of time. Now he's being flushed out of the pocket, still looking. He'll throw one down the field, has a man open. The pass is caught at the 10, inside the 5. Just short. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. That's number 4, Trez Davis on the catch. It'll be first down and goal for the Rebels. And what a job by Hayden Federico to buy time.
Improvisation.
And get Davis down the field.
Well, and communicating. So he drops in the pocket, he settles, getting pressure, comes up into the pocket, rolls to his left, tells Trez, hey, go deep. And he picks it up and gets behind his man. He's able to make a huge play right there for the Rebels on 3rd and 15. Goodness gracious, what a conversion.
That was the last play of the first quarter. Your score, Sterlington 3, West Monroe nothing. It'll be first and goal. We come back here in 30 seconds, folks. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
As the leaves start to fall, remember Tom Sanders Building Mart has all the equipment to get that yard in shape. Wheelbarrows, rakes, shovels, and much more. Tom Sanders has everything to help improve the inside and outside of your office, home, and yard. Tom Sanders Building Mart, the local guys on Downing Pines Road in West Monroe. Those guys can answer your questions and help load the car. Tom Sanders Building Mart, a proud supporter of West Monroe High School sports.
Tom Sanders Building Mart.
Downing Pines, West Monroe.
The second quarter brought to you by Vanguard Realty, making your move easier with professional real estate agents that love their community. Locally owned and operated by West Monroe alumni, Vanguard Realty. Our scoring drive is brought to you by Rocket Fast Car Wash. Susie Dartline and Eagle Bank Mortgage. If you're buying or wanting to refinance, call her today. Crafts Galore, the Rebel Store on Arkansas Road. So that you can suit up in the latest West Monroe gear, from shirts and tees to backpacks and everything in between. Go see Melinda and Janice today. Tony Bacon, a candidate for Ouachita Parish Police Jury District.
First down, goal,
first down and goal for West Monroe at the Sterlington 4-yard line. The Rebels trying to punch it in. You heard Coach Davis talk about we need some points. Didn't have any points in the jam and no points in the JV game. Rebels need to get on the board. Federico's in the shotgun with 2 running backs. Here's the snap. It's a low snap. Ball's on the ground, and Federico does a good job of recovering the fumble back at the 11-yard line. That's a loss of 7 yards on first down and goal.
That's the kind of thing you can't afford, especially in a game like this. Now 2nd and 11, or 2nd and goal, I should say, from the 11. When you were there on the 4-yard line and really felt like you could punch it in on the given play.
Rebels will go to the I formation. 2 tight ends. No, I'm sorry, 1 tight end to the left. And 3 backs in the backfield. Here's the snap. They run the option. Fed keeps it, pitches it out to Willis. Has room. 10. Tries to dodge a tackle. He does. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Caden Willis.
Off the option pitch from Hayden Federico.
Well, the extra effort at the end gets into the end zone. Federico took a shot on the pitch. But a good read and a good play by that Rebel offense. And the Rebels are on the board. 6-3, pending the extra point.
A little taste of their own medicine on the veer there. Old school West Monroe, perfectly executed. Great job by everyone along that play. Rebels now moving up.
Hunter Fox on for the extra point. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Ryder Dejan on the hold for the Rebels. The Rebels lead 7-3. Be back in 30 seconds.
11:16 remaining in the second quarter. West Monroe 7, Sterlington 3.
Vanguard Realty, making your next move easier. We treat you like family and friends, taking you from beginning to end. Home buying and selling, all in one place. Let us be your one-stop shop to help you slow your pace. Vanguard Realty, making your next move easier.
Welcome back, folks. 7-3 West Monroe. 7 plays, 68 yards. An 11-yard touchdown run by Caden Willis. Scoring drive brought to you by Rocket Fast Car Wash. Center Jay Morris proudly representing the West Monroe District 35. Hunter Fox set to kick off for West Monroe from the West 40, going right to left. Going to kick this one deep. Going to be fielded at the 6, 10. 15, slips a tackle across the 20 and finally brought down. That's Cooper Crosby on the special teams tackle down to the 23-yard line. Battery Pros and Car Pros, golf cart sales and service. Go by and see Mike Gray at 1712 Cypress Street in West Monroe. Stanley, Rebels get on the board. With a little offense, they lead 7-3.
Well, guys, I thought the play that Fed made by his feet, rolling to his left, getting outside that defensive end, and our number 4, little sophomore receiver, Davis, seeing that and taking off down the sidelines. What a great play that to set up for the touchdown. And how about a little triple option right back at Sterlington there?
First down and 10 for the Panthers. Thank you, Stanley. That was Representative Boyd Gadberry's sideline report. Play action pass. Downs looking to throw and just going to throw this one out of bounds. He was out of the pocket, got the ball across the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers, and Panthers had a few guys running down the field there, and nobody home, and a lot of pressure by the Rebels. 2nd down.
Yeah, a lot of pressure dialed up. A blitz right there by the linebacker, and Hayden Stewart able to get through the line and provide that pressure. Really nowhere to go with the ball for the quarterback.
I formation for the Panthers. 2 wide receivers to the left, the tight end to the right. Downs will go under center now. He'll look at the sideline for a play that's Herring, the tailback. Evans, the fullback for the Panthers. Play clock is at 15. They have plenty of time here as they'll change the play at the line of scrimmage. They'll bring the wide receivers just a little bit closer. Now the play clock down to 6. Now inside of 5, and the Panthers are going to have to burn a timeout. We'll take 1-2. 7-3 West Monroe. 11:04 left to go in the second quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Susie Dartlow is at Eagle Bank Mortgage right here in Monroe, Louisiana. Looking for someone to make your next home loan? Start with someone you have learned to trust over the years. Susie Dartlow. The same service, the same experience, the same people, and all the same loan experience. Eagle Bank Mortgage processes, closes, and underwrites all of their loans right here in Monroe. Equal housing lender, NMLS 410317. All loans subject to approval, including credit approval. Some restrictions may apply. Other programs available. And program conditions subject to change without notice. Susie Dartlow. NMLS 419413. Call Susie Dartlow at 460-7727.
2nd down and 10 for the Sterlington Panthers at their own 23-yard line. Rebels lead 7-3. 11:04 left to go in the second quarter. Brought to you by Vanguard Realty. 4 down linemen for the Rebels, 3 linebackers. Here's the snap. Downs looking to throw. Now has flushed out of the pocket up the middle. Has running room. Makes a man miss. Across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. It's a first down for Sterlington, but there is a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers are walking backwards. It's going to be a hold.
Yeah, which, look, anytime a quarterback scrambles like that, there's always a chance of that hold because the defensive linemen, they're changing where they're going. Offensive line thinks he's going in one direction, and once he changes that direction, sometimes, loses their footing and grabs the jersey. But saw a little bit of elusiveness right there from Downs. His brother, the freshman, was the one returned that kick just previously.
I got you.
Second and 20.
Second down and 20 now for the Panthers. Parker Todd was on the stop for the Rebels on that last play. That was negated by the hold. Downs will be under center, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Here's the snap, hands the ball off to the right side. Not much working there for number 24, Hagan Herring.
Yeah, and again, that counter, right? That's the play that they had a lot of success with on their first drive. West Monroe starting to sniff it out a little bit more. The linebackers really seeing the play well right now. They were both able, actually the middle linebacker and outside linebacker able to scrape there to the edge and make sure that ball doesn't get outside.
Cole Michael Stevens, Parker Todd, and J.Q. Turner, the linebackers in the game right now. 3 linebackers for West Monroe. Third down and about 16 yards to go for the Panthers. The Rebel faithful on their feet cheering on the defense. Here's the snap. They run the option to the right side. Fullback dive and not much working. Fuquay on the stop for West Monroe. Gain of about 3.
Yeah,
fourth down and about 14 yards to go.
As a defensive end right there, whenever the lineman goes away or crashes down, you just squeeze the play right. Perfectly done by Fuquay right there, able to bottle him up. I think actually if he doesn't make that play, he gets about 4 or 5 more. He doesn't get a first down, but he gets a little bit more there. Great play there by number 95, Fuquay.
David Moore back deep to receive for West Monroe on this punt. The low snap hits the turf. Punter's able to get it and pick it up, but he's going to hit this one off the side of his foot. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay in Sterlington territory. They're actually going to mark it at the 49. A very generous spot there on the punt that went out of bounds. Will be first down and 10 for West Monroe at the Sterlington 49-yard line. I want to thank some of our sponsors. Simmons Sporting Goods now offering 12 months same as cash. Tom Sanders Building Mart. From our family to yours, we can help with all your building needs. American Mattress Outlet. Rebel alum Robbie Compton promises you don't have to go into debt to get a good night's sleep. And Twin City Tire. Before your next football trip, go see Eric VJ for incredibly affordable automotive and tire needs. First down and 10 for the Rebels at the Sterlington 49-yard line. Rebels lead 7-3, 9:28 left to go in the first half. Rebels in their shotgun. There's the snap to Federico. Going to hand it. No, he's going to keep it. Now looking to throw. Throws it over the middle, and the pass is caught by Willis. That's going to be a gain of 2 on the play as they fake the handoff to Willis and dumped it right to him right across the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2, second down and 8.
Yeah, and I can't tell, Rick, if that was, you hear the term RPO a lot, right? It's a little bit overused, I think. But, fake that handoff to Willis, and it looked like Fed wanted to run it, but seeing if that defensive end would crash, and since he didn't and took Fed, he decided to dump it off.
Shotgun again. Here's the snap. Going to hand it to Willis up the middle, fighting for yards, but not getting much. Back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and 8 as Willis's helmet comes off, and Christian Pawnee will come into the game.
Yeah, just a straight dive right there. I'm not sure if that was an option read, but well played by Sterlington right there, bottling that up.
Third down and 8 yards to go for the Rebels. They lead 7-3, 8:25 left to go in the second quarter. Vanguard Realty, your quarter sponsor. And 4 wide receivers, some miscommunication coming from the sideline, so the Rebels kind of have to hurry up here. Play clock under 10. 4 wide receivers. Davis in motion. Here's the snap. Play action pass. Federico tries to throw the screen and just too much pressure and couldn't get it to Christian Pawnee, the intended receiver right there. And they'll bring up 4th down and 8 yards to go. And the Rebels will send out the punting unit.
Yeah, the pressure got to him just a little bit sooner than they would have liked. I think if that drops into Pawnee, it's a huge gain right there. Again, a great play call, just not able to get it off or execute it exactly the way they wanted it.
Edmondson on the punt for the Rebels. I believe Lane is out with sickness. Here's the punt. It's caught at the 16-yard line. Looking for running room, has a block. He's got the far sideline, and nice tackle by Grant Edmondson on the far side at the 31-yard line. David Hickman, it looked like, on the return for the Panthers.
Yeah, and really Rebels were there, and a couple of bad angles allowed him to get outside or actually get through them and then busted outside. Great job by the punter.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often, but he's probably one of the best athletes out there on any given play.
1st down and 10 for Sterlington at their own 32-yard line. Downs will go under center, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. Here's the snap. They run the option to the right, hands it to the fullback. Plenty of running room out to the 40-yard line. That was number 34 on the stop.
Cody Copeland.
Jamarian Hudson. Or maybe that was Jaden Neck wearing number 34 tonight on the stop. For the Rebels, 2nd down and 2 yards to go. Cody Copeland on the carry for the Panthers. I formation again on 2nd down and short. Two wide receivers to the near side, tight end to the far side. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Downs looking to throw. Going to take a shot deep down the sideline. Has a man. It's just overthrown. Incomplete. Intended for number 8, Jacob Breen.
Down pass intended for.
And I bring up 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
3rd down, 2 yards to go.
Yeah, and it, pretty common set or a common play call right there. 2nd and short, especially with the type of offense that they have. Take your shot, see if you can get a big gain down the field. Just overthrew him by a hair. Really good coverage anyway. But yeah, overthrew him just a little bit. 3rd and short for the Panthers.
And that is Jaden Neck in the ballgame and safety for the Rebels. 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers. On their own 40-yard line. Got a pretty good idea where the football's going right here. Downs under center. Here's the snap. They run the option to the right side, and he's stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. 2nd effort is going to result in a gain of 1. Hayden Stewart gets off the bottom of the pile.
Cody Copeland.
And I don't know what made me. I guess because we knew what was coming. I had my eyes on Hayden Stewart the entire time. And he fired off about as low as anybody can fire off. And when you say stonewalled, I mean he stopped dead in his tracks. There for a moment. He was able to get a little 2nd effort for 1 yard, but what a play by Hayden Stewart.
It's 4th down.
4th down and 1 yard to go for the Panthers at their own 41-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Here's the snap. Handoff to the left side. He's wrapped up in the backfield. He's not going to get it. Colin Watkins on the stop. And the Panthers turn it over on down. What a stop by that Rebel defense on 4th down and short.
Stop for the Rebels.
The old T backfield, right?
Old school.
Pulling guards, pulling tackles. Great job by the linebackers. Jaden Neck cleaned him up. Look, those are great angles. Great read by those young men. And also, great tackle, obviously. But what a play by that West Monroe defense. What a series.
7-3 Rebels lead. They have the ball at the Sterlington 40-yard line with 6:20 left to go in the first half. Rebels will come out in the I formation. Federico under center. Here's the snap. Hands it to Willis off the left side. Makes the man miss and falls forward. Down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on 1st down, but a penalty flag came flying in. And the Rebels will probably go backwards, and they're going to get called for a hold.
Yeah, well, they definitely they missed
on the center.
They missed a face mask on Willis as well. That's how he was actually tackled. I think he's letting the referee know about it.
That's a big penalty.
Yeah.
I guess you can see a little jersey pull there by Johnson. And you're right, that's a face mask at the end of the play. My goodness.
Yeah.
Turned his head all the way around. But it's 1st and 20 now for West Monroe. Ball is right on the 50-yard line.
Stay in the I formation.
Stay in the I. 2 wide receivers to the near side. And here comes a hydration timeout. We'll take a hydration timeout too. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds, folks. Stay with us.
Hey everyone, I'm Scotty Robinson, candidate for State Representative District 15. I am proud to be a lifelong resident of Ouachita Parish. I am a small business owner and my wife Ashley is a school teacher. We have 3 children that we are raising right here in Ouachita Parish. I have served on the Ouachita Parish Police Jury for 12 years, and during that time, I have served as president, vice president, and as the finance chairman. I have always been accessible to the people I represent. My cell phone number is 318-235-0672. You can call or text me anytime. I am asking for your vote on October 14th. Early voting will begin September 30th and end on October 7th. And as a former West Monroe Rebel myself, go Rebels.
Looking for a truly local bank in Ouachita Parish?
Welcome back, folks. It'll be first down and 20 when we resume play. Community Health Services providing care within West Monroe High School are providing affordable pediatric, adult, dental, and behavioral health care in Ouachita, Morehouse, and Union parishes. We're proud to have the support of Dr. Mickey and the folks at the Ear, Nose, and Throat Specialty Clinic in the Glenwood Mall. It'll be first down and 20 for West Monroe. They stay in the I formation, tight end to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Federico under center. Here's the snap. They'll run the option. He'll keep it, and he'll pitch it out behind Willis. He makes a catch and tries to elude a defender and can't do it. He's dropped in the backfield by number 4, David Hickman. It's a loss of 3 yards. The pitch was just a little behind Willis, and he had to slow up to catch it. And that allowed Hickman to have time to get in the backfield and make the play.
Second down,
yeah,
23 yards to go.
The objective there, 1st and 20, is not for, well, I guess it's always for a first down, but really you want to get, 8 or 9 yards out of that play and then have a good chance for 2nd and 3rd down. But now way behind the sticks.
Here's a snap. Federico rolls right, looking, stops and throws it over the middle. The pass is caught by Edmondson at the Sterlington 44 and dropped immediately. But a good throw and catch there by Federico to his fellow senior Grant Edmondson. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 14 yards to go.
3rd down, 14
a little bit more manageable. You are in Sterlington territory, so they might be looking at 2 downs right here.
That's right.
To convert. Especially if they can get a decent chunk of it right here.
Clock is at 4:47 and running. West Monroe leads Sterlington 7-3 here in the 2nd quarter. Rebels stay in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side. Panthers showing pressure. Here's the snap. Federico's rolling to his left, gets a block from Willis. Still looking, throws it to the near side, and it's overthrown. Pass was intended for David Moore. It just gets away from Federico on the throw. Going to bring up 4th down and 14. The Rebels will have to punt with 4:27 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, and that's a really difficult throw to make, rolling to his left. He actually had to backtrack a little bit to get around that defender.
Has some pressure in his face.
Yeah, to get out into the open field. He almost could have probably tucked it and run a little bit. I don't know if he would have gained what he needed, but nonetheless, 4th down.
Edmondson on the punt for the Rebels. Good snap. Plenty of time. Gets off a good punt. Receiver calls for the fair catch. It bounces inside the 15 and will drop right around the 10-yard line. Let's check in with Stanley. 4:19 left to go in the first half, and 7-3 West Monroe. Now the game has kind of settled down and slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, interesting to see in that last series, guys. Sterlington's fine offensive tackle has kind of rolled his ankle. He was out the last 2 or 3 or 4 plays. Interesting to see if he will be back in this series or not.
Big deal.
So it looks like he is coming back in, but he was out the last 2 plays, the 3rd and 4th down play when they tried to go for him.
1st down and 10 for Sterlington at their own 10-yard line. 4:19 left to go in the first half. They'll stay in the I formation. Downs under center. Here's the snap. Runs the counter play off the right side. He has to cut it back up the middle. It'll be dropped for a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. Fuquay on the stop alongside Colin Watkins.
Yeah, the same counter play that we saw them have so much success with that first drive. But Stanley's right. I see Mitch Hodnett, their highly touted offensive lineman. He's hobbling around a little bit.
Second down and 6 for Sterlington, the 14. Rebels showing pressure. And looks like Downs is changing the play. Gets under center. Here's the snap. Counter play off the left side. Hitting the backfield. Still eluding tacklers. Looks like the ball hit the ground. And a scrum for the football. No sign yet of who's recovered it. Rebels are saying they have it. No sign just yet. Hayden Stewart thinks it's West Monroe football. Row Arch pointing as well. And now the referee's going to come up and signal third down. Ball's at the 15-yard line. It'll be third down and 5. I couldn't get a number on the ball carrier, Ben. My apologies there. It looked like maybe number 1, Colvin.
Gain of a yard.
On the carry. Yeah, the ball came out after the hit in the backfield by Cole Michael.
And that's one thing I would say, Rick, that has improved significantly from the Jamboree to now, and I'll knock on wood that it continues, but the tackling has been superb by West Monroe so far tonight.
2:57 in running here in the first half. Rebels lead 7-3. Play clock down to 10.
It's third down.
Third down and 5 for the Panthers. They'll hurry to the line of scrimmage. Tight end to the left. Downs under center. And the Panthers will call a timeout with 2:40 left to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break. 7-3 Rebels. We'll be right back.
And this is my Chick-fil-A success.
Sunday morning service or the Sunday evening youth service. And Ned White for a refreshing conservative voice in Baton Rouge. Vote Ned White for Senate District 33. 2:40 left. You got to think Rebels can hold here on third down. They'll burn a timeout.
Yeah, and that's what Sterlington doesn't want, right? They're on their own 15. They really don't want to give West Monroe another round of plays with good field position, so they need a good chunk right here.
They're going to put Downs in the shotgun here with 2 wide receivers. Here's the snap, and it gets by the quarterback. Ball's rolling, and they're going to blow the play dead, and they're signaling timeout was called by Sterlington. It looked like everybody was ready to go except for the quarterback there. I'm not sure how Sterlington got the timeout called in time, but a huge break for the Panthers.
Huge break. That was going to be a safety. Wow. Undoubtedly, I don't know how they got that timeout in because the ball was snapped, the offensive line, everybody's moving but the quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback was sending a man in motion, and the center snapped the ball, and it got past the quarterback into the end zone, but I guess Coach Doty was over there screaming for the timeout, and he got it, and it was a timely one because that would have been a disaster for Sterlington.
Yeah, would have cost them 2 points and given West Monroe the ball back with good field position, most likely.
We'll thank Andrew back at the studio and Tim Gallion here in the booth with us. And, of course, all the sideline reports brought to you by State Representative Foy Gadberry, but our man Stanley Dupuy. How many years has it been, Stanley, on the sideline for you? Does an incredible job every Friday night. Third down and 5 for the Panthers. Going to send a man in motion, and the Panthers are going to move early.
About 4 of them.
Yeah, this play has given the Panthers some trouble. And they'll go backwards 5 yards from the 15 to the 10.
Yeah, and really, in the past, ever since the first drive by Sterlington, you've really felt that momentum shift. I know it's only 7-3, but you really feel every bit of momentum there for the West Monroe Rebels. And again, another big play, 3rd and 10, not Sterlington's MO right here, 3rd and 10.
2 wide receivers to the near side. Toss sweep out to the left side, looking for running room, and a nice tackle by the Rebels. I'm not sure who exactly was on that. Maybe that was Neck on the play. Sure was. Jaden Neck on a shoestring tackle to prevent the first down. It'll be 4th down and 6 yards to go. They'll chalk that up as a tackle for loss.
Yeah, West Monroe calls the timeout.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes left, and the Rebels take a timeout. So we
flip the field somewhat right here, but plenty of time for West Monroe. I think 3 points for sure. A touchdown would be really, really big for West Monroe right now. We're just have shot ourselves in the foot. It seems like the last couple of drives with either a penalty or just a play for loss.
I'd like to see old patented Arledge punt return right here. 4th down and 6 for the Panthers. It's a good snap this time. Here comes pressure. It's a high-hanging punt, but it's a short one. Takes the Sterlington bounce, rolls into West Monroe territory. It'll go out of bounds at the West Monroe 48-yard line, and that's where the Rebels will take over. 2:25 left to go in this first half. Not a ton of fireworks after the first couple of drives, but it's 7-3 Rebels, and both defenses showing out a little bit.
Yeah, and it should be noted, Sterlington gets the ball second half. West Monroe won the toss and elected to receive the ball. So Sterlington will get the ball to start the second half. So really need some points out of this drive.
They'll take over at their own 48-yard line. Good crowd on hand tonight here at Rebel Stadium. Home side looking pretty full underneath us here at the press box. 3 wide receivers for the Rebels, 1 tight end to the right. Federico's in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Davis. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Throws it deep down the middle of the field, and the pass is almost intercepted. That was number 6, Devin Downs, the freshman, on the pass breakup. Almost intercepted by Downs, but a fairly accurate throw from Federico. Just a play by Downs made right there in front of Edmondson.
Yeah, maybe a little more air on it or a little bit more in front of him, but either way, that could have been a big play for both sides.
2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Federico with the speed option, cuts it back up the middle. Makes the man miss. He's inside the 40. 35. He'll go out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Nice keeper by Federico, and that's an Origin Bank first down at the Sterlington 31-yard line.
The vision. Being able to cut it back right there, see the seam going the other direction, able to cross the field right there. Huge gain for the Rebels.
1st down and 10 at the 31. They'll stay in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. That's Edmondson. Here's the snap. Federico looks to throw, throws it over the middle, and the pass is tipped and intercepted. Just out of the hands of Grant Edmondson, and it's intercepted by number 6. That's Devin Downs, the freshman cornerback. The pass was just a little high on Edmondson and couldn't come down with it, and Downs makes the play on the tip, and it's a turnover. It'll be 1st down for Sterlington at their own 27.
Yeah, and like you said, right through his hands. It was a high place ball, so it's a difficult catch. That's kind of a bad luck thing. It actually bounced off of his helmet after going through his hands and right into the lap of Devin Downs. Big break there for the Sterlington Panthers.
1st down and 10 for Sterlington. And they'll go under center. Here's the snap, runs the option to the left. The other Downs keeps it. That's Dylan Downs, the quarterback. He falls forward. That's a gain of 10 yards on the 1st down. Tackle made by number 6, Sam Reagan.
Yeah, and that's, great execution for the option. Safety's got to be able to see that and come downhill and make that stop and not let him fall forward for about 4 or 5 yards after contact.
1:57 on the clock. The clock is not running here on first down. Here's the snap. Toss sweep out to the left side. There's running room. Runs over a man and a good tackle out on the edge for West Monroe. That's Fulmer. But that's a gain of about 6 yards. That was Herring on the carry. Hagen Herring.
I tell you, Fulmer, again, I'll knock on wood, but he's one of the surest tacklers I've seen.
134 in running. I formation. Here's the snap. They'll run the option to the right side. Downs is going to keep it. Has running room across midfield. They'll be upended at about the 45-yard line. Good tackle by Caden Cunningham. That's a first down for the Panthers. Actually at the 46. Clock is at 1:21 and stopped while they move the chains, and the Panthers are in the hurry-up. 120 in running. 2 wide receivers, I formation. Here's the snap. Downs will toss it out to the left side. That's Herring. Slips a tackle. Gets inside right around the 41-yard line. Gain of 5 yards on first down. The minute 2 running, and the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, with that hurry-up, West Monroe just struggling to read the play as it kind of unfolds.
Counter play back to Herring off the left side, and this time there's no running room. Gain of maybe 2 yards on the play. And that looked like Tyler Roark, Brody Thurman, Hayden Stewart inside on that play too. And the Panthers in the hurry-up. 3rd down and 3, 34 seconds. Here's the snap. Counter play again to Herring off the left side. Met by a wall of Rebels. He's not going to get it. Cooper Crosby in on the play. Fuquay. Let's see, that's Brody Thurman as well.
Surprised, Rick, that West Monroe's not taking a time. I guess now they took a timeout.
17 seconds. It's 4th down and 2, and it looks like the Panthers are going to send out the field goal unit. Oh, the clock is still running. No timeout was called. 9 seconds.
55-yarder.
55-yard attempt by Parker. 4 seconds. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is up, and it is no sign yet. No good. Looks to be short, and that'll do it for the first half. West Monroe 7, Sterlington 3. Will be down to Stanley Dupuy as he catches up with head coach Todd Garvin. Take it away, Stanley.
Well, Coach, your defense got squared away and had some stops there, but the offense, it looked like we've shot ourselves in the foot. What's your thought?
Defense is playing a great game. We can't get any routine going on offense. We have a couple missed plays there. A drop ball led to a pick, and then we just overshot Grant on the other big shot. But we got to settle down. We got to find some rhythm, getting a little routine, and get our offense going.
Coach, anything you've seen that y'all saw on film differently that they're doing?
No, they're lining up just like we thought. They're going to bring pressure on 2nd down, a lot of edge pressure, and we're handling it okay. We just got to line up and play football.
All right, good luck in the second half. All right, that's head coach Todd Garvin there, guys, and this seems like to me the West Monroe offense is shooting themselves in the foot, with the turnover and just just the penalties and stuff like that. I know it's the first game of the season, but that's something that we need to clean up to keep drives sustained that could have turned into several points a couple of times. Big opportunity for the defense of the clock goes.
Shelter you from the storm.
Sterlington Varsity Dance, ladies and gentlemen.
Coach Bubba! Coach Bubba! Coach Bubba! What?
Living an active lifestyle by an acclaimed orthopedic program. At Glenwood, our team of spine specialists is here to treat your back and neck pain and to provide the relief you deserve. As the leader in spine care, our team creates personalized treatment plans to help our patients live active, independent, and pain-free lives. Learn more at glenwoodregional.org.
Looking for a truly local bank in Ouachita Parish? Hi, I'm David Cole with Progressive Bank, West Monroe High School class of 1998. Progressive Bank is the only bank that's locally owned and headquartered in Ouachita Parish. We are proud to contribute to the area's economic growth and serve our community in the place we call home. Remember that we're large enough to be progressive, small enough to be personal. Open an account online or visit us today. Go Rebels!
Ryan Honda is a proud sponsor of local student athletics. Visit North Louisiana's favorite Honda store, Ryan Honda in Monroe on Oliver Road, or at RyanHondaMonroe.com.
Come see why more people are buying at Ryan. Ryan Honda in Monroe.
It looks like they're going to use all that stuff
Hi, I'm Deb. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Because I got Zach's piece from my dad. I brought my lunch just in case he forgot to get it. I wasn't going to let you start there because dumplings are gross. I thought that was a birthday. That's not a birthday. I don't really know what that is, but I'll just start the performance and one of See, all the stuff they're about to throw is like lined up right here. You see that big box of stuff? Yeah, I want football. Wait, they're going t-shirts. I want a t-shirt.
Tonight's Rebel Band halftime is brought to you by Jennifer Vignair with Vignair Anesthesia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to halftime at Rebel Stadium. Tonight, West Monroe High School is proud to present the best sounding band in the land, the West Monroe High School Marching Rebel Band. Drum majors for the Rebel Band, Kira Bauer, Garrett Frost, and Gracie Hale. Drumline captain, Braden Ernst and Luke Lofton. Color guard captains, Josley Emery and Jayla King. Tonight, the Rebel Band performs its 2023 competition opener entitled Leave the Light On. Soloist Aaron Townsend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rebel Band. Continuing the tradition established in 1968, West Monroe High School proudly presents the Rebel Raiders. The award-winning team is under the field direction of Captain Katie Johnson and Lieutenants Bailey Harris, Claire Kennedy, Shelby Grace Reynolds, and Gracie Taylor. Choreographer for the team is Mackenzie Salter, and director is Melissa Shepard. The Raider of the Week is Gracie Taylor. Tonight, the Raiders perform to Made You Look.
Good job to every single one. They didn't even look. They're throwing them. I know. They got the red sheet. Come on. Come on. Give me one. Here.
A lot of position players. You know, just talk about your team that's you guys coming back.
Well, you know, with John Pearson, if he's lead off again for us in center field, and Trey Halsey at first base or left field for us, and Federico at short or third for us, and Tyler Roark catching or DH or pitching or first base, and Litton Arledge catching and DHing, and little Drew Anderson coming in, probably good shot at second base, and you know, a Zach Simpson, and I don't want to leave anybody out. Got a couple transfers that are pretty good. Got Drew Ferguson back on the mound, and Braden Garner. Eager might be out with his injury. I don't think he's going to be back for this season. But Garrett Fry and Richardson and Boyd and Dayton, all them guys, we got a lot of good arms and an offense that's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And we're looking forward to it, but it's not going to come easy. Everybody shoots to get us, and we like that. And we'll have our hiccups along the way, but we'll be ready when it comes playoff time.
Well, it'll be here before you know it. It's hard to believe tonight's opening night in high school football, and come February, I guess around that first weekend in February, it'll be opening weekend for the baseball team. It'll be here before you know it.
It will. We got to get our football team going and score some more points right here, and good to see Fed back behind center, and wish them guys good luck tonight.
Last question. I know it's a loaded question, and I told his daddy that I was absolutely as good a baseball player as Fed is. Absolutely shocked that he didn't make that team, and I just thought that was a lock for him to make that 18 and under Olympic team, and just a great experience for him, and what an outstanding kid.
No doubt, it's a tribute to who he is and what he can do, and that's the most talented kids in the country, and he was right there on the last day thinking he made it. I was thinking he was going to make it too, and he had every indication he was. And it's tough when they narrow that down to 20. You're talking about big lefties throwing 95 miles an hour, or guys that are going to be first round draft choices, and Fed was right there in the mix with those guys, and I was happy for him, believe me.
All right, well, guys, that's Wade. Thank you for the quick interview, and good luck to you this season, and the Rebel baseball team.
All right, Stanley. Thank you, Doug.
All right, guys, that's head baseball coach Wade Semino, and back up to you guys for the call of the game, the start of the second half.
Thank you, Stanley. Good job as always, and thank you, Zaxby's, for sponsoring our halftime show. We get ready for second half action. West Monroe leads 7-3 over Sterlington. We've got some other scores for you too. Jordan, if you got a couple updates for us, take it away.
Yeah, halftime, Warren Easton over at Ruston. Currently Warren Easton up 14-7. That's at halftime. West Ouachita up on Caldwell 13-6. That's at half. Oak Grove up 7-0 over Opelousas Catholic. Ouachita showing 14-0 over Rummel.
Wow.
Currently, Dallas Christian up over Ouachita Christian, or OCS, 7-3. Pineville up 13-6 over Winfield.
About Ouachita. Rummel with some high expectations coming into the year. Of course, Neville played last night.
Thriller.
They won in overtime over Evangel, as Evangel scored and elected to go for two, and they said came up about an inch short of the goal line.
Yeah, it was very close. I saw the replay of it. Instant classic over there in Monroe.
Doesn't hurt my feelings to see Evangel lose in OT on a 2-point conversion.
Me either.
Hunter Fox is getting ready to kick off for West Monroe from the West 40, going right to left on your radio. 7-3 West Monroe.
Yeah, that wind has picked up, Rick. You see those flags down there in the east end zone really whipping.
So the Panthers will have the wind at their back on this possession. Rebels have to have a holder on this kickoff. Fox kicks this one short. It kicks it high, and there's going to be a penalty flag. Looks like the Rebels got a head start on the kickoff, and so we'll do this again. Again, I want to thank Zaxby's, our halftime sponsor tonight. Vanguard Realty, our second quarter sponsor. Simmons Sporting Goods, now offering 12 months same as cash. Tom Sanders Building Mart, from our family to yours, we can help with all your building needs. American Mattress Outlet. Robbie Compton promises you don't have to go into debt to get a good night's sleep. Twin City Tire, for your next football trip. You'll see Eric for incredibly affordable automotive and tire needs. As we try this again, now from the 35. Fox booms this one a lot better. Going to be fielded at the 19. That's Devin Downs across 25. Now 30, lowers his shoulder and goes forward out to about the 38, 39 yard line. Good return by Downs. They'll mark him at the 39. So good field position for the Panthers to start this second half. As you heard Ben at halftime, 28 carries, 96 yards rushing. Told him off air, it felt like they had more than that. They had about 35 yards on that final drive of the first half. First down and 10 for the Panthers. And they'll start with Herring at tailback and Evans at fullback. One wide receiver to the far side. It looks to be a wing over the tight end to the left. Here's the snap. They run the option. And it's going to hand it up the middle to Evans as he just surges forward for 5 yards. Out to the 44-yard line. And it's almost like he just gets on the backs of those offensive linemen and just jumps another 3 yards at the end of the play. He
was able to drag the defender about 4 yards, but a lot wider mesh right there. Point of attack was a lot wider this half, currently at least. From the first half.
Watkins on the tackle for the Rebels. Here's the snap. They run the option again to Evans. He stood up around the line of scrimmage. Second effort's going to give him about 3 yards. To bring up third down and 2 for the Panthers. A host of Rebels on the stop, led by Cole Michael Stevens and Hayes Fuqua.
Yeah, and their backs really good at maintaining that forward lean, keeping those legs turning for second effort, getting that extra 1 or 2 yards.
Third down and 2. I formation, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. Here's the snap. Toss sweep out to the left side. That's Herring. Makes a move back up the middle. He's got enough for the first down into West Monroe territory to the 49-yard line. Nick Williams in on the stop for the Rebels alongside J.Q. Turner. And that'll be first down for Sterlington as Smoltz Lilly enters the game.
Yeah, just a basic toss sweep. There's a lot of crossing action in front of that sweep, leading to a little bit of confusion.
Now tied in to the right side for the Panthers. Downs will get under center. Now he'll look to the sideline for an adjustment to the play. Downs takes the snap, option right, keeps it to himself, makes a move, has running room inside the 40, dragging guys inside the 35, and brought down at about the 33-yard line. Cunningham on the stop for West Monroe. Watkins.
Yeah, just some misreads out there. You can see some guys, losing their key there. The veer is all about that triple option, is all about responsibilities and discipline for the defense. One man doesn't do his job, it breaks.
Here's the snap, tosses it out to the left side. That's Colvin, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Cole Michael Stevens and Tyler Roark on the stop for West Monroe. That's a loss of 2, maybe 3. We'll call it a loss of 3.
Yeah, but what a great job by Colin Watkins there. Ben's man, 52, Landon Taylor, coming on that pull, and Watkins able to blow right through it, making that ball hitch up just a little bit.
Second down and 13 now for Sterlington. Tight end to the right, 2 wide receivers. Here's the snap, option right side. They hand it to Evans, the fullback. Still fighting for yards. He'll go down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 4, maybe 5 yards. They're getting 4 or 5 yards every time Evans touches the football. But it's third down and about 10 yards to go for the Panthers. Big play here to start the second half. Panthers hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Rebels trying to get lined up. Tight end to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. And now they'll look to the sideline and see what adjustment they want to make on the call. 3 linebackers for the Rebels and 4 down linemen. They're going to swap receivers out to the far side. Here's the snap. Play action. Downs rolls to the left, looking to throw. Lilly giving chase, misses a tackle, and he'll go out of bounds on the far side. It's close to a first down. That was Fuquay giving chase and getting him out of bounds. Still no mark yet from the official. They're going to mark him at the 25. It's going to be 4th down and about 2 yards to go for the Panthers.
I would imagine they'd go for it right here, especially with their style of offense.
Rebels lead 7-3, 8:35 in the third quarter. 4th down and 2 for the Panthers. Tight end to the left, Downs under center. Here's the snap. They run the option, pitches it out to the outside. That's Colvin reaching for the first down. I think he's got it. Just beyond the chains. That was Sam Reagan and Chris Dade on the stop for the Rebels.
And what an effort to reach for that first down, because he would have been stopped short if he hadn't done that.
That's right. That'll be a Panther first down at the West Monroe 23-yard line. 8:27 in running. Rebels lead 7-3, but the Panthers on the move. Tight end to the right side, I formation. Downs takes the snap, keeps it himself, looking for the pitch. Nobody home. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Led by 47 Smoltz Lilly, 42 Cole Michael Stevens. Fuquay in there too.
And I'm pretty sure Smoltz, Rick, came from the backside there. Yep, coming straight down the line. Great job by Cole Michael Stevens. And who is that? That's Fuquay. Pulling up that quarterback. He's working down the line, trying to get that pitch. But they were maintaining their responsibility really well, allowing Smoltz Lilly to come on down and bottle him up.
Dylan Downs lost his helmet on the play. So backup quarterback for the Panthers, number 18, Carter Morris, comes in under center. Takes the snap, toss sweep out to the left side. Colvin looking for running room. Not a whole lot. Nice tackle on the outside. It looks to be Cole Michael Stevens again.
And Rick, what I love right now is I think the physicality is actually starting to elevate. You know, typically at this point in the game, you start to see a lull there. But West Monroe's defense really being physical, flying around the field, feeling it. You can see Cole Michael Stevens trying to get the crowd up.
3rd down and 11 for the Panthers. They send 2 wide receivers to the near side. Downs back in the game at quarterback. Under center, takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. Looking, here comes pressure, throws the screen pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. Hayden Stewart and Smoltz Lilly applying pressure to Downs, and it's 4th down and 11, and the Panthers look like they'll send out the field goal unit.
Well, they got the wind behind their back. We know he's got a pretty good leg. That 55-yarder wasn't that short. It was a hair short, maybe a little bit wide right, but he's got a good leg. This right here will be about a 41-yarder.
Yep, the junior kicker, Aiden Parker, on to attempt the 41-yard field goal from the left hash. Good snap, good hold. This kick is up. It's a line drive kick, and it's not going to make it. Kick is no good, and the Rebels defense holds. 6:49 left to go in the third quarter. 7-3. Rebels will keep it right here.
And look,
big stop.
What a stop right there. The whole bend, don't break motto, if you will, for a defense. Great job by those guys, and a good turnover right there.
Tonight's first down sponsor, Origin Bank. Sideline reports brought to you by State Representative Floyd Gadberry. Susie Dartline at Eagle Bank Mortgage, looking to buy or refinance, call her today. Tony Bacon, a candidate for Ouachita Parish Police Jury, District A. Golf cart sales and service, go see Battery Pros and Kart Pros. Mike Gray at 1712 Cypress Street in West Monroe. Federico under center, takes a snap. Straight handoff up the middle, looking for running room, and not much there for the Rebels. Yeah, and that was Willis up the middle.
It's a straight dive up the middle, really a lead play. Might have been a cutback lane there, but really running to the left there and had his vision set there, and no gain. Second and 10. Again, not ideal, but especially on the 20. It's the worst field position, I think, for the Rebels on the night.
2nd down and 10. They stay in the I. Tight end to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. 4 down linemen for the Panthers. Panthers showing pressure. Here's the snap. Play action. Federico gets out of pressure. Rolling to his right. Rolling. Still looking. Being flushed out. And he's going to throw it. And it's going to go incomplete. Good job by Federico to get rid of the football before he was dragged out of bounds. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for West Monroe, and just nobody was open there for Fed, and a lot of pressure being applied to him right there. That was 19, Amari Hatfield, chasing Federico.
Yeah, really not much he could do there, and actually eluded one tackler on that play action. Could have been a big loss. So good athletic play there, but a smart heads-up play to just get rid of it once you get towards the sideline rather than taking the loss.
3rd down and 10 yards to go for West Monroe. 3 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Here comes pressure. Federico looking, throws a screen out to the outside. The pass is caught. That's Cash. 25, 30, has a sideline and upended across the 35-yard line. 1st down, West Monroe. And Origin Bank 1st down. Nice play call by the offensive coordinator, Kevin Davis.
Yeah, just a little tight end screen right there. And a great job there by Nate Green to be able to seal off a block and allow that to spring for good yardage. A huge conversion there for the Rebels.
5:55 left in the 3rd quarter. It's hydration time. 7-3 West Monroe. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Since 1966, locally owned Evans Oil Company has provided customers with competitive prices and unbeatable services. As a family-owned and operated wholesale fuel distributor, we remain committed to providing personalized solutions for our customers like your local Chevron dealers. Chevron's Techron gasoline is proven to provide better gas mileage and minimize emissions. For a quality product, visit your nearest Chevron station, fueled by Evans Oil Company.
Welcome back to Rebel Stadium, folks. 7-3 Rebels. Jordan, you're talking off air a little bit about how big that 3rd down was for the Rebels, especially for their defense.
Yeah, well, the defense, they just came off of the field on a very long drive by the Panthers. And so, we talked about the fatigue of a veer-style offense that holds on to the ball for a good while. We really didn't need a 3-and-out right there.
1st down and 10 for West Monroe. 3 wide receivers. Federico in the shotgun alongside Willis. Here's the snap. Read option. Federico's going to keep it himself up the middle. And going to be maybe a gain of 1 yard on the play to bring up 2nd down and 9. I want to take this opportunity to wish a very happy birthday to my niece, Maggie Mae Meredith. Happy birthday, Maggie. Hope your day has been awesome. 2nd down and about 9 yards to go for the Rebels. 5:26 and running here in the 3rd quarter. And Rebs up 7-3. Really needs some momentum here with the offense. 3 wide receivers. Here's the snap. Play action. Federico rolls right, looking to throw, and going to be dropped way back in the backfield at the 20. I believe that was Hatfield again on the pressure for the Panthers. And that was a loss of about 15 yards.
Yeah, and look, he's been there almost all, pretty much most of the night. Fed being able to elude him for the most part, except for that one right there, which was a huge one. Because now it's going to be about 3rd and 22.
Rebs may play a little conservative here. Don't want to turn the ball over that deep into the territory now. Ball at the 20. Here's the snap. Fed looks to throw, throws it out in the flat to Willis. Makes a man miss. 20. 25 has a wall of blockers. 30. 35 gets almost out to the 40-yard line. He's going to be just 2 or 3 yards short of the 1st down. A good run there by Caden Willis as they got in the ball in space, and good downfield blocking right there.
Yeah, that's
for the Rebels.
Ty George.
Ty George, the sophomore, big fella, getting down the field. But it's 4th down. They actually say he stepped out of bounds at the 37, so 4th and 6.
What a play for field position, though.
Edmondson on to punt for Daniel Lane. This is a spiraling punt, but it's high and it's short, and it's going to take a backspin. It gets by Edmondson. Nobody can down it, and that's going to be a net punt of about 9 yards.
You saw the effect of the wind right there, Rick. The ball just hung up in the air and took a very unfortunate bounce. It bounced at about the 40 or 42 of Sterlington, and just, talk about a backspin, able to check up and give Sterlington some excellent field position.
At the West Monroe 44-yard line, and that defense is going to be asked to step up again. Tough break for the Rebels with the starting punter, Daniel Lane, being out due to sickness from what we understand. Colvin now the tailback for the Panthers. Here's the snap. Downs looking to throw. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Tries to get out in space, slips a tackle, and is dropped at the 40. Cole Michael Stevens on the tackle. And Stevens is coming running off the field. Looks like he's grabbing a shoulder. Crosby will come in.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if that play was designed to do that or if he did that on his own. It looked like he was dropping back for just a quick step drop, and he decided to tuck it and run. Maybe he saw it open up on the edge there and wanted to make something happen.
2nd down and 5. And now the defensive captain is off the field for the Rebels. 2 wide receivers tied into the left for the Panthers. Here's the snap. Option left, reverse, back to the right, open field. Ooh, and a big hit by Parker Todd at the 35-yard line, a yard short of the first down. But the Panthers with a little reverse in there and a high-low hit as Todd upended the running back. That was number 29, Nick Cooper.
Great job by Caden Cunningham, staying at home and not biting on all the other action.
3rd down and 1. Copeland is the fullback here. All eyes are probably on him. Here's the snap. Option to the left side. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. It all depends on the spot.
Very generous spot.
Very generous spot. They're going to mark it at the 34. It's very close to a first down, and they're going to go ahead and call it a first down. Not real sure what.
Yeah, they may measure.
Well, the far side official.
They've already moved the chains now.
Has moved the chains. Unbelievable.
Yeah, might have been a quick trigger right there.
A little premature because, and Coach Rob Arledge is not happy. It's a first down for Sterlington at the West Monroe 34. 2:06 and running in the 3rd quarter. And the Panthers on the move. Rebels up 7-3. Downs under center. Here's the snap. Play action. Looking to throw. Throws this one down the field. Has the man open. And the pass is incomplete. And that was a touchdown pass that was dropped. Intended for number 28, Nathan White. And Downs dropped it right on top of his helmet.
Yeah, it was there. It was almost like a wide receiver just lost his angle, really. And if he would have straightened that out just a hair, it was a touchdown indeed.
2nd down and 10 yards to go. It's one of those plays the Panthers have probably been setting up for the last few series. Tight end to the right. Here's the snap. Play action, down, rolls left, throws it out in the flat. Yeah, it's almost intercepted. Parker Todd got a hand on it.
Yeah, but I think we're about to get a personal foul, late hit. Yeah.
That's a roughing the passer call on, you heard it, 47. That's Smoltz Lilly. And that's a big one.
Yeah, especially where they are on the field. Probably a good call. Great job by Todd right there. Almost had that interception. Saw what was happening, was able to bail out and cover his man. Unfortunately, all for naught.
That's a 15-yarder, and it puts the Panthers inside the red zone at the 19. It would have been 3rd down and 10. And it was pretty late.
Yeah, probably warranted. I think Smoltz earned that one.
1st down and 10 at the 19. Here's the snap. Tosses it out to the right side. That's Colvin. Slips a tackle, spins down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 4 on 1st down to bring up 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
I'm seeing good pursuit, Rick. A couple of guys taking on blocks really well. Would like to see them get their head up maybe a little bit and find that ball a little bit sooner. They're getting, we're really kind of stuffing everything at the line of scrimmage, but they're still able to get 4 or 5 almost every play.
Yards after contact's been pretty good for the Panthers. They've rolled 4 or 5 different running backs and fullbacks in there tonight. Downs under center. Here's the snap. Tosses it out to Colvin, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped in the backfield. Tyler Roark on the tackle for loss. And a good job by the senior defensive end. You also have the senior captain linebacker back out on the field in Cole Michael Stevens. Third down and about 7 yards to go. This is a big one. 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The ball's at the 16-yard line. Line to gain is the 10. I formation. Tight end to the left. Here's the snap. Tosses it out to Colvin. It's a reverse. Looks to be a reverse pass to the quarterback. Downs. It's going to be caught inside the 10, and he falls down at the 5-yard line. But that's a first down for the Panthers. There was no one in sight on the trick play, really, by the Panthers, in a well-timed trick play. As the reverse back to, it looks like number 8, Jacob Breen, and had Downs wide open.
Sure did. If he keeps his feet, it's a touchdown all day.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. West Monroe 7, Sterlington 3. It'll be first and goal Panthers. When we come back, folks, stay with us. Be back in 30 seconds.
Election day and early voting is right around the corner. Hi, everybody. I'm Lee Denny. When you step into the booth, I hope you'll vote for me to represent you as police juror in Ouachita Parish District C. If you're wanting experience and a person dedicated with a strong focus on economic development and road and drainage improvements, let's work together in moving Ouachita Parish forward. Vote Lee Denny, Police Jury, District C.
Welcome back, folks. Time for the fourth quarter, brought to you by Home Improvement Outlet. Check out their showroom and know that you can find anything you need from building or remodeling, inside and out, at the Home Improvement Outlet, our quarter sponsor here in the second half. Community Health Services, providing care within West Monroe High School while providing affordable pediatric, adult, dental, and behavioral health care in Ouachita, Morehouse, and Union parishes. Senator Stuart Cathy. On October 14th, vote to re-elect Cathy to District 33. Christ Church inviting you to join them on a Sunday morning service or the Sunday evening youth service. And Ned White for a refreshing conservative voice in Baton Rouge. Vote Ned White for Senate District 33. First down and goal for the Sterlington Panthers as they head right towards the West Monroe student section. Tight end to the right. Downs takes the snap. Option to the right side. Keeps it himself. Still fighting for the goal line. Well, they had Downs wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage, and he just kept churning his feet. It looks like Fuquay's shaken up a little bit.
And they didn't run any of the clock.
Sure didn't. Clock says 12 minutes. And the ball is now on the 2.5, and it looks like Rebels have a man down cramping. Can't tell who that is. Yeah, it's Fuquay.
Yeah, but again, Rick, making that contact and they're able to get yardage, after that contact, really need to be able to turn those feet and get them going the other direction.
Injury timeout on the field. This will give us an opportunity to go down and check in with Stanley Dupie for our state representative Foy Gadberry's sideline report. It looks like a cramp for 95 down there, Stanley.
Yeah, it was. It's a cramp, and he has to come off the field. He just couldn't get up on this play. Of course, Big Nate Green's moved in, I think, to take his place at defensive tackle right now, right over the ball. So this is just going to be strength against strength. They're going to run right at us, look for him to go behind, the big All-State lineman and number 52 is being talked about. That's kind of where I'd load that box up.
Well, they're lined up on the left side right here along with the tight end. I formation, Downs under center. Here's the snap. They run the option to the right side to the fullback. He's close to the goal line. They're going to say he's short at the 1. And it looks like the Panthers are going to try to go in the hurry up. That was number 22 on the carry, Gavin Evans. And the Panthers are in the hurry up on the 1-yard line. Third down and goal. Downs under center. Takes the snap. Option right. He's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. That's Big Nate Green on the stop right there for the Rebels. And it's fourth down and goal at the 1.
What a stop. Actually a loss of
Loss
one.
of about a half a yard, and we're going to have an injury timeout. and that was the fullback, Evans. I'm telling you, Nate Green stuck that big paw out and just told him to sit down. What a force up front. And what a goal line stand this would be if the Rebels can hold on.
Yeah, I really think, I would actually, I know they've been giving it and we expect them to give it, but I wouldn't be surprised with a little play action right here. Because they know we're leaning very, very heavily on that dive.
Yeah, you may see the quarterback follow here with Downs, too, just getting behind his fullback and trying to surge forward. Ball's on about the 1.5-yard line. Nick Williams up front, Nate Green up front. Brody Thurman on one end, Tyler Roark on the other.
Some big individuals out there.
Yes, this is going to be some rugby scrum right here. 4th down and goal for the Panthers. Downs will go under center. Here's the snap. They run the option to the right side. Pitches it out in the flat. The ball hits the turf to Colvin, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. The Rebels hold on the goal line stand. Jaden Neck knocks him out of bounds, but the error on the pitch from Downs to Colvin, and the Rebels hold at the goal line.
Just what the Rebels needed, because, Rick, if he catches that, he basically walks into the end zone, I really believe. I know Jaden Neck was out there, but really had the leverage on him, and the ball falls to the turf. Huge break there for the Rebels.
Huge
an unfortunate break
Monroe.
for Sterlington.
Sterlington's got a injured player down, and look, the Rebels get a little breathing room, too. They don't have to take over at their own 1. They get to take over at their own 11. What a stand by the West Monroe defense.
Hey, and I will say, I watched my guy, 52, Landon Taylor for Sterlington. Tyler Roark must have heard what I said because he absolutely
took it personal, huh?
Yes, for 3 plays he took it to 52. Did not get blocked.
What a stand there by the Rebels.
And look, and the personnel adjustment too.
Yeah.
Fuquay goes down with the cramp. In goes Nate Green. Stanley pointed that out for us, but Stanley, that defense has got to create some momentum. That sideline's got to be buzzing just a little bit right now.
Well, guys, when it's 1st and 5, it kind of looked a little dismal, I have to admit, down here. I just figured they're just going to pound us 4 plays. And, of course, they did. What a great job by the defense. I tell you, Jordan, Ben, you guys will appreciate this. Rick, you play on the defensive line. The big play on 3rd down, our defensive front got under their offensive line. Big Nate Green submarine underneath there making that play. And we just lowered our pads and got the pad level, which kept them from being able to block our guys. And I thought that 3rd down play, and it actually was a loss of a yard and a half, was huge right there. Just a great play by the Rebel defensive front. But guys, we need some points, and we need to move the ball here now.
Definitely need
this
to
defense just can't keep hanging on. We've got to be able to move the football.
Thank you, Stanley. Sideline report brought to you by State Representative Foy Gadberry. 1st down and 10 for West Monroe at their own 11-yard line. They come out in the I formation. 1 wide receiver to the near side. That's Edmondson. Federico barking signals to the offensive line. Tight ends to the left, H-back to the right. There's the snap. Tosses it on the sweep out to the left side. Running room, lowers his shoulder, out of bounds. Trying to get a number. That was Willis on a gain of about 8 yards on 1st down right there for West Monroe.
Yeah, and if anybody, if you're not able to see it, Willis likes to punish the defender. He lowers that shoulder. He's not shy of contact, I can tell you that. Wants to make them feel it, and I think they do every single time.
That was a very physical finish on Sam Frazier, the sophomore DB for the Panthers. 2nd down and 2 yards to go for West Monroe. Shotgun formation now for Federico. Takes the snap, hands it to Willis up the middle again. Has running room outside the 25, carrying guys to the 30. They'll mark him down at the 31-yard line. And so the Rebels just playing a little power football right now.
Yeah,
as Willis had it right behind Case Martin.
Yeah, a little small seam right there. They go into the 2-back double gun, if you will, which, opens up a lot of options when you have that and an up-back or an H-back there, kind of like a wing, making them pay. But that one right there, just right down the pipe.
1st down and 10. It's an Origin Bank 1st down for West Monroe. They're at their own 31-yard line. 9:37 left to go in the ball game. Fourth quarter brought to you by Home Improvement Outlet. Federico's in the shotgun, 2 backs. Here's the snap, going to hand it up the middle again to Willis, surging forward behind that offensive line. Gain of 3 on first down, or bring up second down and 7 for West Monroe.
And what you may be seeing a little bit of, Rick, is some fatigue for Sterlington. They don't quite have the same depth that West Monroe has, a smaller school, so not as many kids. And they're starting to show a little bit of signs of fatigue. Offensive line getting a good surge right now, giving room for Willis to run the ball.
Second down and 7 yards to go for West Monroe. That's Cash at the H-back position. They're going to set a man in motion. That's Martin. Here's the snap. Fed hands it to Willis off the left side, looking for yards. Falls forward for about another 3 yards. That'll bring up third down and about 4 for West Monroe. Clock is at 8:35 and running. Not quite your 4-minute offense, but Rebels getting a little physical up front, and they're going to send in 4 wide receivers here on third down and 4.
Yeah, and really kind of a bigger down than you would expect because of Sterlington's style of offense. They usually can have those 6-7 minute drives.
Federico in the shotgun, takes a snap. He looks to throw, looking, throws a short route, and the pass is caught by Edmondson. He's got a first down. He's knocked out of bounds around the West Monroe 44-yard line. Good throw and catch from Federico to Edmondson, and that's an Origin Bank first down and a clutch third down conversion.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, from the route running of Grant Edmondson, the timing, delivery of the ball, perfect execution right there. Edmondson able to shut it down, get his face around. The ball was exactly where it needed to be, allowing him to turn outside and get some extra yardage.
First and 10, clock now at 8:03, and 2 wide receivers. 1 wide receiver, that's Edmondson.
Yep. Clock not running.
Here's the snap. Hands it off up the middle to Willis, surging forward again. And a pancake block down the field, too. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. That was number 70, Aaron Lesh, getting down the field on the linebacker on the pancake. Gain of about 3 yards on first down, second down and 7.
You can sense West Monroe slowing down a little bit, milking the clock a little bit. Again, Sterlington's style of offense is not a big, quick hit, 1 play, 2 play jab at you. So West Monroe slowing down, going to let that play clock wind a little bit.
Second down and 7 for the Rebels. They stay in the same formation. 1 back to each side of Federico. Here's the snap. He'll look to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself up the middle. Tries to cut back to the left side, still fighting for yards. And a good second effort by Federico to get into Sterlington territory. At the 49-yard line, it's going to bring up third down and about 3 yards to go.
4-yard gain, third down and 3.
So another third down coming up on this drive for the Rebels. 6:51 and running. West Monroe leads 7-3. It has been a slugfest here tonight. A lot of bending but not breaking by that West Monroe defense. And now the Rebels line up and looks to be like a power I formation. Federico under center. Now he looks to the sideline for a play adjustment. As Cash and Martin looks to be leading the way for Willis. Here's the snap. You're going to hand it to Willis right behind him off the left side. Has room inside the 45, down to the 42. That's an Origin Bank first down for West Monroe.
Very effective. Like you said, it looks very much like a power I. Hey, we're running the ball right here. Try to stop it. And Cash and Case Martin able to really lead the way. Actually, that whole side of the line of scrimmage had a good surge.
Nice block on the outside by number 88, Baylor Welch. We're going to take a hydration timeout with 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Rebels 7, Panthers 3. Be back in 30 seconds.
Students with healthy bodies and healthy minds strive to do great things.
quarter sponsor, Home Improvement Outlet. Check out their showroom and know that you can find anything you need for building or remodeling inside and out. I want to thank Senator Jay Morris, proudly representing the West Monroe District 35. Again, Home Improvement Outlet, our quarter sponsor. 7-3, West Monroe leads, and they have a fresh set of downs at the Sterlington 43-yard line.
Well, we've been hitting on how important this drive is to kind of milk that clock down, but also when the defense does have to go back out there, they're getting a well-deserved and needed break right now. But it would be wonderful if the Rebels could come away with points.
Definitely need maybe at least 3 out of this. Federico under center, takes the snap, hands it to Willis off the left side, gets behind his blocker, still turning forward. He's inside the 40 and down to the 39-yard line, right behind Big Nate Green and Jay Cash. Jovi Johnson leading the way as well. It's a gain of 4 on first down and bring up 2nd down and 6.
With what West Monroe's doing right now, gain of 4 is huge on first down because they are, like you said, kind of leaning on them. That power eye or even the 2 backs with the nut back, doing a great job with that surge. But yeah, that 4 yards is going to be huge. Another 3 or 4 here would be excellent as well.
Federico under center on 2nd down and 6, letting the play clock drop a little bit. It's now under 10. Changing maybe some protection up front. Gets under center. Here's the snap. Option right side, hands it to Case Martin off the right, still fighting for yards. Takes about 4 Panthers to bring him down just inside the 35-yard line.
Just what I mentioned, gained 4 on first, gained 4 on second, a good 3rd and 2 right here. To convert right here would be really big for the Rebels with that clock winding down. Sterlington does have all 3 timeouts, but you want to force them to use them.
3rd down and 2 yards to go. Federico under center. Here's the snap. Option right, follows his fullback, has running room, jumps over a tackler, still fighting for yards, and the ball's ripped out on the ground. It looks like the Rebels recovered. And it's going to be enough for an Origin Bank first down. And a nice heads-up play there by West Monroe. As Jay Cash, who came up with the fumble for the Rebels. Yeah, that's a first down inside the 30-yard line at the 29.
Caught a lucky break. They were holding Federico up as he was trying to get that extra yardage and able to rip that ball out. That was number 9.
Yeah, Frazier.
Sam Frazier able to rip that ball out, and it went flying in the air. It could have been easily caught and returned. But a great job by Cash to jump on it.
Origin Bank first down at the Sterlington 29. The clock is at 3:42 and running. Rebels will come out in the I formation. Tight end to the right, Cash to the left. Here's the snap, option left side. Fighting forward for yards, looks like Martin.
Yeah, just a straight give right there, Rick. Again, they're trying to wind down that clock as much as they can. Needed a little bit more than 2, I believe.
That's Peridot, number 2 on the carry for West Monroe, rolling in some fresh legs in there. You got Kedron McNeil in at tailback now for West Monroe. 2nd down and 8 for the Rebels. 2 wide receivers, tight end to the left. Here's the snap. Counter play to McNeil, has a seam, slips a tackle, and tripped up just inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Nonetheless, that's an Origin Bank first down for West Monroe to keep this drive alive.
A big first down. Good little explosion of speed through there. If he keeps his feet, that's a touchdown. Absolutely. All the way. Just a shoestring. Just tripped him on that
literally
toe.
A shoestring on McNeil. He'll watch that on film and if I could just pick my knee up just a little bit right there. But you could just see the explosiveness of McNeil when he touched that football. A little different look by this Rebel offense. First down and 10 at the 19. Clock now at 2:19 and running. The Panthers are stacking the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Tosses it out to Willis to the right side, and he's going to be upended at about the 19, 18-yard line. Really no gain on the play, and there's going to be a timeout called by Sterlington. We'll take a timeout, too. We'll give you some score updates when we get back, folks. 2:05 left in the ball game. 7-3 Rebels. Be back in 30 seconds.
If you haven't been to the home improvement outlet lately, you're missing out. Come check out our new custom showroom with appliances from Thor, Cafe, GE, Frigidaire, and more. Our flooring department has many options to fit your budget, from porcelain to luxury vinyl planks to carpet. And we offer financing like 12 months, same as cash. If you're building a new home, we can help you with that too. Bring us your plans and our team of estimators will help you get all the materials you need to turn dreams into reality.
Now cue that jingle.
The home improvement alley, you're building for less.
This is Tony Bacon, candidate for Police Jury District A. As the parent of a West Monroe graduate and a past booster president for Lady Rebel Soccer, I understand the pride surrounding West Monroe High School. I hope you and your family enjoy tonight's game, and don't forget to vote October 14th. Go Rebels!
Welcome back, folks. Rebels up 7-3, and it's a 2nd down and 10 situation at the Sterlington 18-yard line.
Yeah, Sterlington just calling that timeout. I know they really wanted to hold on to their timeouts for their offense because of their style of offense, loving to run the ball. So, but now the Rebels making them use them.
Federico under center, tight end to the right side. Tries to draw off the Panthers off sides. A good discipline there by the defense. Peridot at the fullback position, Willis at tailback. Here's the snap. Federico play action, looking to throw, has time, now being flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get a block to the outside, throws it towards the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Almost caught by Grant Edmondson. Rebels may get away with a lineman downfield on that play. As that play lasted a long time, and it's hard for those linemen not to get downfield.
Yeah, again, improvisation there by Federico. Just led Edmondson a little too much.
Full extension by Edmondson trying to get there. Now it's 3rd and 10, and the clock stops at 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's a plus for Sterlington.
That's right.
Apparently West Monroe saw something they like, which, look, Sterlington has been stacking the line of scrimmage. I'm talking about very close, expecting nothing but dives, run plays up the middle.
Federico's going to go in the shotgun with 2 backs, 1 to each side. Here's a snap. Hands it to Willis off the left side. He's dropped in the backfield. Penalty flag comes flying in as well. We'll see what this call is. A 5-yard face mask against the Panthers.
Which is big because you get to replay the down.
Yep. I'm not sure why that's a 5-yard face mask. He reached out and grabbed a hold of Willis's face mask, and still not sure why. Minute 55 left, and the Panthers will call a timeout. It's 4th down. I don't think you get to replay the down on that. I'm not real sure.
Spot foul? Because
that's a 16.
Yeah, they do get to replay the down, but I don't understand why it was only about 3 yards.
Rebels really need to convert here on 3rd down, and if they can't, they really need to convert this drive into points. Again, I want to thank Home Improvement Outlet. Check out their showroom and know that you can find anything you need for building or remodeling inside and out. Let's go down to Stanley Dupuy for a Foy Gadberry sideline report. Stanley, 3rd down and 8. What are you thinking?
Well, I think we got to roll Fed out and try to see if we can get Edmonston or David Moore just inside the 10-yard line to get the 1st down, guys. I just don't know if we can run the football for 7 yards with the way Sterlington's. Of course, it looks like about 8 men in the box right now, but I do think we're going to have to throw the football here. I tell Fed if the lane's open, take off.
3rd down and a long 7 for West Monroe. They're going to keep a tight end and an H-back in the ballgame under center. Here's the snap. Tosses it out to Willis. Reverse play to David Moore, and he's got running room. Big Nate Green in front of him. Spin move inside the 10. Slips a tackle. 5. Touchdown, Rebels. David Moore on the end around. And the Rebels punch it in.
We a really late flag, probably some unsportsmanlike. Touchdown does count.
The unsportsmanlike conduct is against Sterlington.
Great play call right there, Rick. You know, just a simple tall sweep. That's at least what it looked like. Sterlington leaning heavy on all of the run. David Moore on that end around, kind of, almost somebody had a finger on him right there. Nate Green misses the first block.
Missed the first block.
And David Moore able to slip that tackle. And then Green did clean up right at the end. But David Moore able to make, an outstanding play. And it should be noted, Rick, that was, by my count, play 16 of the drive.
Wow. Snap the hold. And Hunter Fox's extra point is up, and it is good. West Monroe 14, Sterlington 3, 1:45 left to go in the ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is State Senator Stuart Cathy Jr., and this Labor Day weekend in Louisiana, we've got something special coming for you. It's not just any holiday, it's a sales tax holiday. Thanks to the bill I authored this past session, this holiday is on guns, ammo, and all your hunting gear. So grab your list and come on down, because in the sportsman's paradise, we're celebrating freedom, responsibly and tax-free. Remember, it's only this Labor Day weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't miss out.
Paid for by Stuart Cathy Campaign.
Welcome back, folks, to the broadcast. Rebels punching in 89 yards after 16 plays. And that is a 4-minute offense. Scoring drive brought to you by Rocket Fast Car Wash. Superior cleaning power with locations in West Monroe and Monroe. And Hunter Fox will kick off from the Sterlington 45.
Which makes that penalty huge, because if you can put it in the end zone right here and force them to start on their own 20.
That's right.
Huge advantage, West Monroe.
14-3 Rebels looking to start the year 1-0, and Fox does put it through the back of the end zone. And so the Panthers will take over on their own 20-yard line. They have 1:45 seconds left in this ball game, and the Rebel offense just kind of leaned on the Panthers there on that final drive. 16 plays is an old-school West Monroe drive, and they just pounded the football with Willis, and a good burst by McNeil, and great blocking up front by Cash and Martin.
Really not any of the option, just straight lead plays.
Capped off by the electric David Moore. First time we've called him tonight. Downs will go in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They hand the ball off the left side. Still looking for room. That's Herring. Ball pops out on the ground. Can the Rebels pick it up? Still bouncing on the ground, and the Panthers recovered. Way down the field at the 38-yard line. There's a penalty flag back near the line of scrimmage. Rebels had all the chances in the world. Chris Day just couldn't pick it up.
And highly touted tackle, Rick.
That wasn't Davis. That was Cunningham. Just tried to pick it up so he could maybe go score, and the Panthers fell on it. And a 5-yard face mask tacked on at the end of it, so they get out to the Sterlington 44. 3 wide receivers. Downs is in the shotgun on 1st down and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Throws a screen pass, and it's intercepted by Tyler Roark. Trying to avoid the defender. He's going to be upended around the 21-yard line. The defensive end's dream. The screen pass is intercepted by Roark, and the Rebels will have it 1st down and 10 with 1:17 left to go.
And great recognition as to what was going on. He broke through the line, saw what was happening, and put the brakes on and put himself right into the path of the ball being thrown. And a great job by Downs getting down there.
That's right. Touchdown,
save a touchdown. But you're right, defensive end's dream, and he read it perfectly. As soon as he saw it, hit the brakes, got into that pathway, and it looked like Downs was throwing it straight to him just because of him getting, knowing exactly where that running back was for the screen. Great job by Tyler Roark, and I would imagine just straight dives or some
maybe a couple of knees
formation
here. I think Sterlington's got 2 timeouts left.
Yeah.
What a job by that Rebel defense.
Yeah, all night, really. The whole bend, don't break, like we mentioned.
Yep.
Great job by them. Great effort.
Victory formation for the Rebels. Federico takes the snap, and he'll take a knee. And the clock will roll. The minute 13. Stay with us, folks, for the post-game show. We'll have comments from both coordinators, defensive coordinator Rob Arledge and offensive coordinator Kevin Davis. And, of course, we'll get comments from head coach Todd Garvin. And if all holds well with 53 seconds in running, the Rebels will be 1-0 on the season.
What an effort by Sterlington, though. This really was a, back-and-forth ball game, defensive, kind of a defensive struggle, if you will.
Look, Sterlington's going to do a lot of damage in that district and should end up showing well for the Rebels when it comes to power ratings. Well, you can look for them to win 8 or 9 games this season. And that'll be it. They'll start shaking hands, and the teams will line up at midfield. And that'll be it. The clock is at 10 seconds, and it'll run down. The Rebels will win 14-3. They'll start the season 1-0. They win the season opener, the home opener, over the Sterlington Panthers 14-3, which felt like a heavyweight fight, and it only gets heavier as the Rebels will go down to East Ascension next weekend. We'll wait for the coaches to shake hands. And while doing that, we'll go ahead and take a timeout. Stay with us, folks, for the post-game show. 14-3 Rebels. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Businessman and entrepreneur Tag Rome knows a thing or two about the importance of community and customer service. So when it came time for him to establish a relationship with a local bank, he knew just where to look. Century Next Bank.
I feel like they know me personally, and it just makes things easier when it comes transaction time to get things done.
Find Tag's story and many more at bankwithlocals.com. Century Next Bank. What's next for you? Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Butch Dunn, your local gastrointestinal specialist, has served our community for over 30 years.
I'd like to thank our friends from Sterlington for coming over to Rebel Stadium tonight. Wish you all a successful run in Class AAA towards the state Louisiana playoffs and Louisiana Superdome.